Welcome back, everyone. We are live on this late Tuesday evening. We do have some breaking news to cover, so we'll be talking about it in today's video in this live stream. As it is late, we will let the YouTube algorithm kick in, especially at this hour, and just let a few people hop on. And then, without further ado, we will jump right into this breaking news. All right, we got a couple people hopping on. Good to see you all on this late hour. Do apologize for the late timing, but we gotta take care of business first. All righty. If you are first joining us, thank you so much for hopping on. Make sure you let us know where you are tuning in from. You want to tell us your location, state, city, whatever you want to tell us, let us know down below in the comment section or the live chat. All right, we do have some people joining. Do a quick sound check on my end just for my sake. Okay, we're sounding good, and we've got people hopping on. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Glad to have you on. If you are first joining us, make sure you give this live stream a tremendous thumbs up, smash that like button, and of course, make sure that you say something in the chat. Let us know you're here. Say your city, state. Hello, Josh Rush. I think he's a new face, new name. I don't think he's joined our live stream before, but good to have you on. Thank you so much. I will say something in the chat to kick it off myself. All righty. We should be good to go. Okay. So we do have breaking news to cover. I do want to touch on Russia, Ukraine. We've talked a lot about what the U.S. is doing in regards to domestically for the American people, but we definitely want to address the situation. We definitely touched on it as it was starting to happen. When we were on the precipice of the war in Ukraine before it really came to fruition, and now it's definitely full fledged, full on war right now that we're having. So we haven't talked about it in some time, but I definitely want to touch on it and announce what we're doing here domestically, what the White House is doing, what the Biden administration is doing in regards to the situation. What is the latest news? I just want to touch on that as I do feel it is important to address. So, what is going on? We'll be talking about it in today's live stream. Before we get started, as always, make sure you folks do a couple things for me. Number one, give this video a tremendous thumbs up, smash the like button. If this video does get to 500 likes, we will do a cash giveaway where we give away $100 to a few of you lucky subscribers. So that is one opportunity to get some money, but don't worry, there's another opportunity. If we hit 20,000 subscribers, which could be right around the corner at the pace that we've been going, we will do another cash giveaway where we give away double the amount of cash that we gave away at 10K. We'll give away 20K. So a couple opportunities for you folks to get some free cashola, some free moolah, stimulus of our own in a sense that we're giving. And really, we're giving more money to you people through our channel than the government's giving to the people. So that's a fact. Hello, Josh. For sure, we will definitely do that. We just got to get those numbers up, and we will move forward with that. But and also, of course, make sure you are subscribed and have notifications turned on. That will notify you when we do post a brand new video or go live on this channel. With that being said, let's get started and dive right in. So, Biden administration is taking action on the situation in Ukraine. And the latest is that President Biden has now announced or is planning to announce over $1 billion in military assistance to Ukraine. Now, this is not the first sum of money that will go out to Ukraine. The president will announce an additional $800 million in funding for Ukraine, which will be in addition to the $200 million that was announced on Saturday. This new funding will make the total assistance to over $1 billion in just the span of a few days, bringing the total U.S. military assistance to Ukraine over $1.2 billion within the past year. Now, while this may not seem like a tremendous amount of money, when probably they need a lot more than this sum, when you put it into perspective and look at historically what the U.S. has given to Ukraine over the past number of years, what you'll actually see is this is a much higher rate of giving money. You'll understand that in a second. And of course, this funding comes as the Ukrainian President Zelensky is set Wednesday to deliver a remote address to Congress, our Congress, during which he is expected to outline a list of equipment that the Ukrainians feel that they need to fend off the Russian invasion. So basically, a laundry list of items, supplies, and military defense that he feels that Ukraine needs in order to succeed in hopefully ending this and putting a stop to the Russians. The New York Times reported that the list is not meant to be a replacement for Ukraine's request for MiG fighter jets from Poland, an effort that has been stalled by the US amid fears that it could serve to escalate tensions between NATO and Russia. Obviously, we have a large fear here that we could be on the brink of World War III, not just here, but also worldwide. And, President Biden, despite the fact that he's giving this money and he's providing supplies and he's helping out Ukraine, he still isn't that the US will not send troops, which would lead to potentially a third world war. He's still adamant that that will not happen, that no US troops will be deployed. Granted, the Biden administration had certain things about the Afghanistan situation, and then it turned out to be vice versa. So we'll see what happens. In a sense, no one truly knows what's exactly going to happen. All the so-called experts that could predict every next step that Putin is doing or what Russia's doing, no one truly knows what the next step is going to be and what this could look like in a week from now, in a month from now. Even the greatest military minds, even the greatest political pundits, I don't think they even know what they're truly is going to occur. So just take everything that you read and everything that you hear with a grain of salt. And obviously, Russia, is also propagating their people as well with the news and blocking off news to the people. So it's certainly an treacherous situation that you just have to be careful. Absolutely, absolutely, yes, absolutely. Welcome, welcome. We got some more people hopping on. If you are first joining us, let us know where you are tuning in from, and we will continue. According to the Pentagon press secretary John Kirby, he had told reporters last week the intelligence community has assessed that the transfer of MiG 29s may be mistaken as escalatory and could result in significant Russian reaction that might increase the prospects of a military escalation with NATO. Therefore, we also assess the MiG 29s to Ukraine to be high risk. So just want to be careful there. Ukraine's new request for assistance will include weapons that will help troops on the ground, such as Stinger missiles and anti-tank Javelin missiles. It may also include new assistance such as armed drones and communication jamming equipment. Biden is mulling over whether he wants to send over these quite powerful drones that could take out a lot of Russian power and military offense, if you will. They're contemplating whether to send these out to Ukraine, but certainly that could be escalatory and incendiary as well. So lots of careful decisions to make from governments all over the world on what assistance they want to send. Obviously, we want to send out the basic necessities. We want to send out food and shelter, and obviously the people want to be armed with bulletproof vests and things of that nature, so that way they are safe and sound. But you want to be careful what you send out because it could be seen as have an adverse effect when it comes to what Russia will do next. Zelensky recently made a similar appeal to the Canadian Parliament on Tuesday, though he went a step further by making an appeal for Canadian lawmakers to push for a no-fly zone over Ukraine. Again, that could also be escalatory. Zelensky said, quote, "Imagine that Canadian facilities have been bombed similarly as our buildings and memorial places are being bombed. A number of families have died. Every night is a horrible night. We want to live and we want to be victorious. We want to prevail for the sake of life. Can you imagine when you call your friends and nations and you ask to please close the sky, close the airspace, please stop the bombing? How many more cruise missiles have to fall on our cities until you make this happen?" But there is tremendous debate here at home of whether to call for a no-fly zone, as again, that could have an adverse effect. Now, this aid will be coming. The funding is coming from the 13.6 billion that was set aside for Ukraine in the omnibus budget bill that was signed by Biden on Tuesday. And now, when you look at the funding historically from the U.S. between 2014 and the start of the February 24th invasion, the U.S. provided Ukraine with 2.5 billion in military aid, and that was over the course of several years. So, although $1 billion may not sound like it's sufficient enough to help out the Ukrainian people, you have to realize that over the course of several years, many years, almost about 8 years now, we only sent out 2.5 billion. So a lot of probably more funding is to come. So this is ideally more than enough money than the Ukrainian people will need and the government. So with that being said, we will have more updates for you folks in the near future. Just wanted to pop out this quick update here for you folks, let you know what's going on and the latest on the situation as it does progress. It's pretty volatile, right? You see the headlines one day and it looks like peace talks are coming and a ceasefire might be right around the corner, and hopefully that would end the war. But then the next day, Russia continues to bomb, and now they're holding hostage hundreds of people right now in Ukraine. So really volatile, and you just don't know what's going to happen. Very uncertain. So we will just be sure to update you and tell you the facts as we go on. But it's hard to make any predictions about exactly what's going to happen, as it's really, really uncertain. So definitely let us know your thoughts down below in the comment section or in the live chat here. What are your thoughts on what's going on? Do you think it will end soon? Do you think it will only escalate and progress further? How do you think that's going to affect us here at home? Luckily, oil has come down a little bit. Now it's under $100 a barrel, so that's good. Hopefully, gas prices will start to come down for the American people, and that would certainly be a benefit to or the American people here at home. But then they can go back up next week. So we truly don't know what's going to happen, but we will update you as developments follow suit. Hope you enjoyed this live stream. If you did, as always, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and share it with a friend, get the word out. And if you want to see future content from my channel, make sure you are subscribed and have notifications turned on. If you want to get some free stocks, all me, all free, use the links down below in the description of this video. Sign up with either Robinhood or Webull, and you will get some free stocks, some valued up to thousands of dollars in some cases. So let us know what stocks you get. And if you want to connect me on social media, I am on Instagram and Facebook. Both of those links are down below in the description. Hope you folks enjoy this live stream. More updates are to come. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Take care for now.